Hello everyone and welcome to, I don't know if this is going to be Fun Friday or uploaded on Saturday, but either way, we're playing some races here. Now these are post-commentary races because I decided I wanted to do some post-commentary. I haven't done any since I got my new PC, and I'm probably able to do these a lot more often. So if you guys like this type of video, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, we're on my least favorite track in Mute City, and I decided to go full focus, which usually doesn't work, by the way. I for whatever reason, am much better whenever I play on stream or whenever I'm talking with recording. And yeah, for whatever reason, I just decided to try out the full focus mode. And as you can tell, I am also on Teddy Buggy, which I might just switch to this. I don't know, because yesterday on stream I tried to do some Teddy Buggy. The first two Mogis were pretty good, but the last one not so much. So, you know, if this Mogi goes well, and spoiler alert, I know which combo I'm going to use from now on for the rest of this game's lifespan. So yeah, that guy got trailed out. Luckily this guy pulled a horn, so he was just able to take him out and then use the horn. I was really thinking about letting this guy out, but I decided to just play safe, not do anything crazy, and maybe he makes a mistake or something. And I don't think I should have used that horn there. That was a very bad horn. I think I should have just held, just in case the guy in front of me fails, so I could horn like the banana, for example. And, you know, I guess the benefit of this is I could double red the guy once I make Nisk, but the good thing is he just decides to fail the Nisk anyways, so it is much easier on Teddy, I will say, Mute City, but like, who cares? Nobody likes this track anyways, so why would I want to prepare for it? But anyways, we had a rough start, and then we instantly got top 2 to round it out for the 4th race, so now we're doing pretty decent. So we're starting off, yeah, he's the yellow Yoshi. And now we got DK Summit, which I like to bag a lot. And yeah, we're just going to go through 3 Mogis of races, and I'm picking out what I thought were the best ones. And yeah, basically seeing how that goes. If this Mogi goes well, I'll continue to play Teddy. If not, then, well, we're going back. So yeah, that top 2 definitely puts us back in it and makes me think that I might want to play Teddy. I don't know. We'll have to see, guys. But for now, we have 1 shroom and a star. And before I forget, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Because, well, whenever I say to like and subscribe, you guys just do it. And, you know, maybe that's just a human thing, or maybe I just need to remind you guys, or maybe a little bit of both. That we just, you know, sometimes people forget that they're not subscribed to their favorite channels. I don't know. That happens to me quite a bit, and once they say it, I go in and say, oh, I thought I was subscribed to this guy. I get his recommendations all the time. Why am I not subscribed at this point? But it really helps me out a ton, and liking the video helps me realize what videos you guys like, and since this is a way different video than normal, it's gonna help me a ton to see if you guys want this, maybe for even Mario Kart World. But anyways, I have a bill in 8th. This is pretty good. I see the guy behind me bill, so I need to make sure I bill in 8th before he passes me. So it would have dropped me off right here, which it ended up dropping me basically on the same spot anyways. And I go just tight up the inward there. We're able to beat him out, and then that smart steering was really weird. I have to use this shroom again. Then I try firing out this guy in front of me, but that doesn't work. Go for it at the end, and I thought I was getting 3rd for a second, but just barely get edged out by that guy. That was a fun race, especially at the end. I thought I was gonna die for sure. And now we skip to the 7th race, where we go to Yoshi's Island. And what was it, like, I got 6th or 7th in the last race, so I genuinely don't know what to do on this track. It is so late in the game's lifespan, and I don't know what's best. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's just It's such a 50-50 track. Like, if you chain the star at the second set, it's so good. But anywhere else, chaining the star is just not good. And bullet bills are not, like, amazing on this track or anything. Like, they're pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Goldens aren't, like, fantastic. Triple shrooms aren't that great. It's just, like, pretty average all around except for the star at the second set. And I knew this guy was going to back right, so I barely managed to avoid the red shell and the back green. And now we're just in second. Big chillin'. And there's a blue as well on the map, so I'm like, oh yes, let's go. I'm just going to win this race, hopefully. But there's a shock. It's everyone except for me and Gluba, the guy in front of me, into set. So I just hope that nobody pulls a red, and there it is. So the shock originally I thought was actually going to be good for me. But, yeah, someone pulled a red, threw it at me, and now my race is, like, coming down to whether or not this set is any good for me, essentially. And then I got redded, didn't pull dodge. So now we're going to have to fight for scraps here, because we went from being in second to being guaranteed to be first after the blue shell to getting shocked after set. Everyone got the boxes. A lot of people dodged, and we were just in, not Pain Town. Whatever. Pain, not gain. That is what we're feeling right now. I can't think of anything that rhymes with pain. That's makes sense. But anyways, we have star 9. We have to hope that basically I just get something good here. And I got a ghost, so I'm hoping maybe I can go something good, take out some people at the end. There's a bomb. That didn't take out anyone. I got fire and hit absolutely nobody and get 8th. So yeah, my teammate turned out to switch to Tanuki, so he got second. And that wasn't too bad of a race for us. In fact, it was pretty good, but yeah, it ended up being a mogi where it was just, we were struggling to get anything going. And this last race, I'm in a really good spot. I'm in second, and I'm thinking maybe we can get something out of this mogi, maybe a 4th, and keep me considering playing Petty. So I'm in first, my teammate's right behind me, and there's a shock. He also had shrooms, which sucks even more. But nobody really high up dodged, or so I thought, and then this guy just passes me. I'm like, oh, I can pull a shroom. Nope, I pull a green. Trail the guy, though. Maybe a lot of people don't pull shrooms behind me, but I ended up getting 6th. So this was the last race, and instead of getting top 2, we got 6-8. I only got 65. We weren't even close to getting anything, by the way. It was like we were just guaranteed last, but I wanted to show this. This made me think, okay, I'm not playing Teddy Buggy ever again. Let's just, you know, move on from this combo. So yeah, a little bit of clickbait. I'm sorry. I know. I was really considering it. Like, I'm not even kidding. If this mogi went well, or any better, I would have definitely considered it. But now, we're moving on to Scooty. And I'm going to stay Scooty for the rest of the way, I think. But I wanna prove that I'm not super rusty. I think the problem was, though, I didn't eat before these mogies. Like, usually I have breakfast or lunch before these, like, midday mogies, I guess. And I just didn't. So, I hadn't eaten the whole day, and I played, some of these were in the morning, some of these were in the afternoon. But yeah, it was just, I should have eaten beforehand. Maybe that was the reason why I didn't score so well. Not that, like, I don't play atrocious when I don't eat before, like, streams and recordings for competitive, but, like, it helps a lot. And I don't know if that's the same way with everyone, if they play better before, like, just any video game, really. Any competitive video game. If they play better, they eat right before, but I know that's the case for a lot of people. And maybe I should have, because, yeah, that mogi didn't turn out so well. But this mogi might end up being better. And this was a FFA, so I had a chance to just score for myself and do well. And not have to worry about my teammate doing bad, because my teammate only got 50 points in the last mogi, which, I mean, I didn't deserve to win anyways. I got 65, but, you know, it would have been nice to have a good teammate. And there's the shock. a painful one for me. But I'm before the first set, and I decided to stop here, which was an interesting decision. Looking back on it, I think it's probably fine. So now I'm in 9th place, and I can probably pull a dodge and be in a good spot for the rest of the race. But I definitely could have kept going. Just try to catch up. And I ended up getting a ghost. I knew first was pretty far ahead, so I thought he could even pull a star, but this guy has a red, so I'm just trying to shroom away from him. I thought he would throw it at me. He ends up not, for some reason. So I can hold on to this for a long time. I only get a green shot, which is not great, but if I can ghost a shroom here, this is really good. And I do ghost one single shroom. So I shroom up, and I thought maybe I could pass this guy. And I thought he was going to get greened at the end too, but it just phases through him. And we get 3rd, which is fine. That was the 2nd race, so we're doing all right now in this FFA. And yeah, we get... Oh, I don't know what race that was, but I think I'll say in editing what it was. But this race is DP3. This track gives a lot of crazy races, and this one is no different. I normally would cut a track like DP3, especially with how, you know, bag heavy it is, and it's just, it takes a long time for the race to even be in a stage where it matters. But, you know, it's a great race, I gotta say. I won't spoil it just yet, but the race really starts right here. If anyone gets shock or something like this with Golden Bill, there's a very good pull. Now I really have to hope that there's not a shocker, otherwise my race is over. And I have to hope that I don't get starred, which I ended up doing. And now I'm on only 5 coins. This is not so good. But I have a bill, which is not bad. I need to make sure I don't get hit again, because if I get hit again, now my race is over, because I would be on 3 coins. And I barely avoid the star there. And I'm thinking, okay, I just got a bill right here. Take a little mini shortcut. All those reds are skipping, but I'm like, okay, I'm getting like 8th at best here. But bam! A shock dodge! And we're going to pause the video right here. And what spot do you think I'm getting this race? Because at the time, I had no idea. I was thinking maybe like 4th or 5th, but there's a lot of people in front of me that could beat me. A lot of these people next to me are going to grow very soon. But, you know, try and guess. Either, you know, just in your head or in the comment section down below and give a timestamp. And we're going to get going right now. So squish, 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 2nd place. The guy in front of me just squished literally everyone possible. And I thought, still, even after he squished everyone, I was getting like 3rd, maybe 4th, but I got 2nd, so that was pretty funny. And yeah, that was incredible. But yeah, that was one of the races of all time on DP3, I gotta say. That usually something exciting like that never happens. There's never really a lap 3 ending shock. It's always like middle or of lap 2 or beginning of lap 3. It's really never at that spot. But that was definitely an exciting ending to DP3. And now we're on Merry Mountain, which very similarly does not give fantastic races, especially at the beginning. Usually, you know, there's sometimes a lot of things happen at the end of the races, but you usually have to wait quite a long time. So right now, we're in the bagging stage of Mario Mountain. I am really far behind as well, so I gotta basically hope that there's a shock this race, or I get really, really good items at this next set. Like, nothing really matters right now. Once we get to this next set is where the race begins. Now, I decided to start just in case Play has the shock here, and his golden ended like right after I started, so I'm glad I did. But I got Star Bill, and I barely made it through the cut as well, even though I stopped and everything. If I can star through the cut, I'm like, okay, the shock's not coming. There's no way. I have a Bill, though, which is really, really good. And based on what I pull here is determining whether or not I bill early, and I see a shock! So I'm like, okay, I think this guy's gonna actually wait closer to 2nd set, but then I got a star, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bill now. Just so that I can guarantee that if he uses it early, I dodge still. And I'm gonna spam the star right after, because, yep, if he didn't use this shock, I would have been able to make it through the cut and everything, and he would have used it by then. And yeah, this Diddy Kong is pretty close, but I end up getting out of the star ahead of him and taking home first place. So yeah, big shock dodge. Very lucky to pull a star there. That just made my decision much easier with the bullet bill and gave me a very easy first place after the shock dodge. I had star, not instantly, but I had to react to the triple greens in time, so that puts us in range to get top 4, at least. And it kind of stayed that way until that 9th race, where now I'm kind of having to make sure I get good races throughout if I want to get top 6, essentially. So now we're on Tick-Tock Clock, and honestly, I don't really enjoy this track, but I'm pretty good at it for some reason. Like, a lot of people play super risky on this track with, like, the NISs and the shortcuts, and I find myself, you know, finding the right moments to go for the shortcuts, and a lot of top players just, like, get mad at me because I don't go for the shortcuts. Like there, for example, I thought that was a terrible idea to go for the shortcut because I knew I would get trailed, but I ended up getting trailed anyways, even though the guy was way, way behind me, coming out of the cut with the triple nanas. So yeah, now we're in 5th, which is not bad. I'm on 8 coins as well. Like, if I just get triple shrooms, I should be in a really good spot, and I do. Now we just gotta wait for a blue to come, and chaos will ensue. There it is. And I do avoid it, and I'm hoping for, like, triple greens here. It's too late to go for the Nisk at this point. This guy disagrees, but I think he ends up being a little bit slower. Okay, no, he was a little bit faster, but he ends up hitting a guy and getting trailed for it. I tried hitting James here, but it just doesn't work, and then I pulled a red, and he just gets fired for some reason. So I'm in a really good spot now in 3rd. The red doesn't go for the guy, but I'm fine with that. And then suddenly, James just pulls 4 reds behind me, so I'm cooked. And I didn't see the other 2 reds or hear them until then. And then I back out just in time, just to get redded by the guy behind James. And yeah, it's just cooked from here. So now I'm really stressed that I don't even think... I even got the draft there, and I didn't get the trick on purpose, so I could get a little bit of a better end, but I get killed anyways. And now, okay, I guess I was still 4th, but I was worried. I was hoping to get into top 3, but now I really can't even get close to top 4. Or yeah, I can't get close to top. Or no, I can't get close to top 3 there. It was top 3 that was breaking away at that point. So now I have to hold off basically 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. All of them are very close to me going into this final race. And I just told myself I need to get a good race here. It doesn't really matter. My competition is too much of the room to really worry about that. I just need to get a good race. So here on Coconut Mall, we have 2 shrooms at a plant. And I thought, okay, I could just run this up. If I get another set of triple shrooms, this is just really, really good for me. And I don't, unfortunately. Even with a 6th place box and everything. Could have been good. I decided to keep going. There's the blue. If the blue hit me there, I definitely would have bagged. But then I got like a weird launch trick. I had to shroom in front of these triple nanas, which was fine. There was a blue shell as well. And now I don't even know what I got hit by. Literally thin air. And I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe this is the game's way of telling me that there's going to be a shock. Especially after pulling that star. I was like, oh yeah, shock is coming. It's just whether or not where. And I was thinking, you know what? It comes here a lot. Let me just use it. And I thought maybe I could pull another dodge, but I dodged the shock. So this is really good. I have a really high chance of getting first now, but there's a red shell. If there was no red, I would have 100% got first. I would have shroomed up, had a shroom triple greens in first place. I still do have a shroom. Problem is this guy in front of me has 2 shrooms, so he's just going to beat me, and I'm just letting him go here. But he doesn't go for the fast line here, which is very weird. I had to time this green correctly. It was very good that I timed that well, because if I missed, I would have had to use another green. And then there's another red, so there's triple reds, and I barely blocked the red in time, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to get 2nd, and I'm secure my 5th place. But then this guy just has a horn, and horns me out. I didn't even know he was in my competition, so I wasn't expecting it at all. I thought he was going to be also a lot faster than me. because he took the tighter line, but he horns me and ends up beating me because of it, which I guess was well played on his end, but I only get 5th overall, and I was hoping for 4th, maybe even the 3rd. I could have caught play at the end. I didn't even realize. But, yeah, I would have... If I got 1st, I would have beat play, but otherwise it was guaranteed 4th place, because I could only gain 3 points if I got 2nd. So, a bit of a rough ending, but, you know, well played for the guy. He secured his 4th place by kind of slow hoarding me. I don't even know if that was intentional or not, but either way, he had the wherewithal to realize that, so good job on him. And we still gained for that, and yeah, Vancouver Velocity is the first race to take a look at. Not a great start. This is the 5th race. It is a 2v2. I forgot what our tag is. Oh, it's, I think it's Dash. Yeah, Dash is our tag, like the hyphen. My teammate is Blue Yoshi. He's light blue Yoshi in the very front, like 3rd place or whatever. And we end up getting a dodge, and again, typically I wouldn't show these types of races where I'm bagging the whole time, but there's a really insane ending here. So we enter lap 2 with 2 shrooms and a star in 7th. Now 6th, so we get up really fast. I knew all these 3 greens would get back to, so I go as tight as possible, barely avoid it. And also, you're this far into the video, and you haven't considered becoming a member for the channel as I get backed in the face, then I would highly suggest you do so. Also, I get absolutely annihilated by this guy in the star. I'm actually doing... Oh, yeah. You know what? This is the bad race. A bad timing to do this plug. But basically, I dodged the shock, and I saw the blue, so I'm like, okay, I can chain here. Even if it's just triple shrooms, it should be good. And it is triple shrooms, unfortunately, but this is still pretty good. But yeah, become a member, because by using the join button down below, it's next to the subscribe button. But yeah, if you join tier 2, you guys get a bunch of special perks, and I have to avoid the star here. I'm also going to be doing 2 videos on the weekend per week, so one Mario Kart related, and if you're a big Pokemon fan, I do a Pokemon Showdown Sunday episode every week now. But yeah, that was just an unfortunate bomb. I got a ghost and steal only 1 shroom, so I end up getting 9th here, which was super rough. But that was just like a summary of this whole mogi. You know, good things happen to me in the middle of the lap, and then just the worst possible thing happens to be at the end of lap 3. That time is a bomb to the face. I got a bomb to the face, I think 3 different times on lap 3. Very unfortunate. When we get to the 8th race, we are basically down in the dumps at this point. We got 7-11 in this previous race, and now we play beat-up, so just like I mentioned with the previous videos, if there's any track we can come back on, it's this one. And this is a fantastic start. I did a weird line to avoid all the greens, and yeah, now we're just in first. This would have been a way better race to talk about channel memberships, but also, I forgot to mention, you get a ton of new emotes that you wouldn't have access to if you didn't become a member. And a lot of them we got because of the subathon, because of how gracious you guys were with the support. We ended up getting, I think, like 30 emotes. Not 30. Maybe it's like 22 or something. I don't know. It's a lot of emotes, I gotta say. So you get that with tier 2 as well. With additionally, you get the videos early, and that's just the most popular tier that people go for. You get a sub chat. If you just want the emotes though, and the flare by your name, that's all you're interested in, you don't really care too much about the extra video or Pokemon, then there's a $2 tier where you can get the emotes and a little flare by your name, have the green name whenever you come in chat for the live streams, which I stream almost every day. I'm gonna drop the stream schedule, by the way, very soon. After this video comes out, it'll probably be out by then, if I had to guess. But yeah, also got perfect nicks laps 2 and 3, which helped me keep this lead. And even if there's a blue, I'm in a good spot because of how far ahead I am. And there is a blue. I was thinking about nano canceling here, but at this point, it's too much of an ass to try and nano cancel, so I just go as fast as possible. and my teammate ends up being second, but I hear a ghost, and I have no idea where the ghost is, so I'm just going as fast as possible, and it turned out the ghost is a little bit further behind than I thought, and we got top 2. So we actually have a chance in this Mogi to make something happen, and we were the top team by a lot. I think the previous race was race 6, and this one was race 8, so we actually were still in a rough spot. But if we get another good race just like that one, we would have been in business. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to becoming a member. So if you haven't thought about it, I really would consider. It's only $2 or $5 a month if you want to get either just the emotes or a lot of benefits on top of that. But you also do tier 3, by the way, which gets you coaching and a little bit of extra stuff, but it's mainly for people who just want to really support the channel, which I do appreciate a lot. I'm going to maybe start doing for tier 3 members, showing on screen at the end of videos who those people are, but I'm going to have to figure out how in the world you find those, and I haven't figured out a way to know that, because maybe there's a way. I'll figure it out. Whatever. Anyways, back to the race. Point is, become a member if you were considering it, because there's a lot more than you think attached to that channel membership. But yeah, I decided to start here, and I'm glad I did, because there was fire and a bomb. Managed to avoid both. And first was so far ahead, almost at last set when I chained there, but I only get quad shrooms, which is really unfortunate. And I thought, okay, I'll get a star here, but then there's a shock. Which is honestly not even that bad. I get the glider and everything, and this is really not that bad of a spot, because as long as I pull a star or a ghost within the next, like, what, 5 item boxes, I should be in a good spot to get a good race. But I am last, so that it is, you know, a tall order, especially with how close first is. But if we just get one dodge, we'll be in business. So I decided not to chain, just give myself an extra chance. Using all 3 of my shrooms there would have not, I mean, it maybe would have given me a slightly higher chance from both boxes, but I would want it in pocket first of all. And I decided to ghost, because if I ghost any shrooms here, it's really good. And I thought maybe there might have been a last second shock, and there is! Very last second. So I thought they would have spammed it from the last, but they might have had it after, like, I don't know, triple shrooms or something, and so they wanted to wait. I don't even know, but we just, like, passed 5 people on the line, essentially, which was insane. I've never seen a shock that late on Electro Drome, ever. So that was a very weird experience, but I don't think I've ever seen a shock that late on Electro Drome. I'm not even kidding. Like, the only thing I can think of there is, like, this, they have star shock, and then they wanted to get their teammate after the cut or something. But I don't even know where the shock came from, so I couldn't tell you that. So yeah, now we're on Wario Stadium. Barely avoid getting greened, and I thought, okay, just don't get trailed, and I think we're avoiding it. And the guy in first had a shroom and decided to shroom up. So I'm in a really good spot with 2 nanas in second place. We just gotta avoid the shenanigans behind us. And we get a red shell behind, and it looks like the guy behind us either has banana or green or something. I don't even know. I can't see because it's kind of small. Give me the window. And I decided to back before the ramp, because if you back mid-air, it actually goes over the red shell. So you gotta keep that in mind for this game. And I decided to chain the banana, not the red shell. Looking back, maybe I should have chained the red shell, just because it gives me a better chance at reds, but the shock comes anyways, and there's a blue. So it looked like it was going to be a bad shock, especially if a lot of people dodge, but not a lot of people dodge, and there's a blue shell, which really helps me out. I get the defense and back up to 10 coins. This guy is trailing, so I don't want to risk getting greened here. And he just lag trails my banana. Luckily, he didn't lag trail me. That could have been much worse, but I was scared I might have got redded there. He has a bomb, so I'm like, okay, he's just going to back it on literally everyone in the lobby, and we're going to be chilling. And I don't have to worry about anything. Or maybe he throws it here. He doesn't throw it here. And maybe he throws it here. He doesn't throw it. He still has it, so I'm like, okay, maybe he just keeps that as protection for the rest of the race. There's no way he's going to throw it here and risk getting himself bombed, but he does it anyways. That was a very risky bomb, by the way. If it bounces at all, it's just going to hit him. But he domed me, so... And he somehow avoided the blast, which was very weird. And yeah, when I could have gotten first there, maybe we could have got something out of this mogi. But yeah, we're just so far behind at this point. So this is the last race. I ended up not getting any shrooms here at the end. Maybe if I got shrooms, I could have made something happen. I throw this green at this guy, miss, and then he decides to fire me and get 8th. And I think we ended up getting last this mogi. So yeah, tough scenes for us. The first and the last movie were very bad for us. Second movie was alright, but yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. What should be, hopefully, fun Friday for some of you. I doubt it is, though, because it's getting pretty late at this point. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, help me get to 20,000 subscribers. That would be great. And I thought maybe we beat someone here, but the A team actually DC'd. We didn't end up beating them after all. And we got last. So yeah, Saturday is going to be a members-only Mario Kart video. And Sunday is going to be a Pokemon Showdown Sunday. Okay, look forward to that. And other than that, have a great rest of your day, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.